I gotta let Cash in, y'all. Sorry, I didn't realize my mic was on. I don't know what happened. My phone and TVs kept Wi-Fi, but for some reason my PC shut down. I had to. It was a big ass mess. I'll be right back. Cash is having a fit. Okay, what I think had happened was, hey Brittany, I think my foot or the stool that my foot's on underneath the desk hit the Wi-Fi box down there. Something happened, but I had to do some figuring it out. I had to completely unplug my box and then restart, and then that didn't work 3 times. Then I had to restart my main Wi-Fi box. Nothing's wrong. Sorry. I didn't want to not come back though, because last time I had an internet issue, people thought I got like mass flagged or something. I got shut down. And I didn't. I lost internet and I couldn't find it. Hey Terry. If you missed earlier, Kano, she's a grandma today too, or yesterday now. Well, not her time, my time. My time is yesterday. Let me hold on. I'm going to try to do my camera again, but I don't know if I'm feeling it. What's wrong, April? Why are your nerves bad, girl? Hey, Brittany. Storming there. It's not storming here. It's just, Little Red went squirrel. I probably hit something. You want to come in and talk, Brittany? Oh, you're having your knee cleaned out. You've told us that, haven't you? Girl, you'll be good as new in no time. Don't worry. I don't know. I have my heart set on Gigi. Hey, Real. You're back. You gonna be nice still? Hey, SC Johnson, what's up? I lost my internet. I think my stool hit the box. Hey, Christine. I have no idea how this works. This this StreamYard stuff, y'all. I'm not familiar. Does it also show up in Live Studio? Like if I go to... Oh, it does. Look at there. I found it. That's not exactly what I was looking for, though. How old is your squirrel? My, Cash is in there barking at something. I'm going to try to see if this is going to show up in my... Because I didn't edit. I don't know how this works. Public. So, I'm surprised. Gramsy was about to come in earlier and I lost signal. It freaked me out. I was like, what in the heck just happened? Let me use that picture. Sorry, y'all. I'm editing this video as we are live. maybe. So, you just got here and you'll be nice. You're always nice, Christine. Do I have this? Is it always on live instead of top when you are in StreamYards? Thank you for the congrats. Kano actually just had a baby today too, a grandbaby. She had to go to work. Brittany, I am going to send you an IG. I think, if I can get it to work. I think I can. I think I can. There you are. Okay. Give me a second. Share. Oh. Brittany Daniels, go check your IG, ma'am. Oh, you're at work. That was a quick walk. Hey, movies and TV shows. Stranger, danger. Are they really your squirrels or do they live under your house? I think maybe real. There might be some squirrels living under my house messing with my wiring. Actually. Because my internet just come undid. But I got it handled. And I'm the squirrel. Squirrel! I get off topic. That's the joke. I ramble. I get off topic. I say squirrel when I'm not making sense. And then I got a little grandbaby yesterday. So that's another one. Yes, Graham's life. Sorry. You messaged me. I don't think she's back in here yet, but I'll send her a little message. Yeah, I have not done any, I haven't done any interneting at all the last 2 days. I haven't caught up. I don't know anything going on. My youngest Amelia is 6 months. I'm enjoying her so much. Oh, because she is the last. This is my first. I'm so excited. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. It really is. Do you have any squirrels, real, or any grandbabies or children? Do you have any children, real? The squirrel is just a little joke with us all, y'all. Just so you know. Hey, LRC, welcome back. I don't know how to see. I have to go to my live streaming to see. There is 26 people in here. Let me see how to share. Okay. I do not like StreamYards a whole lot. I have a daughter. She is 13 and always wants my money. That is, you know what? It does not get better, real. I promise. It's just not, it don't get better. It's just the money they need, it gets bigger. They need bigger stuff like cars. I have 9 grandkids, the oldest is 17. Wow. They always want that money. That's what they do. How long have you been called Little Red? Since I started Twitter. That actually, Little Red came from something totally unrelated to me or my hair color, actually. I've got a couple little red hot rod Mustangs, and it was Little Red Mustang is actually how that started. And when I did the YouTube, the Twitter, I used an email that had Little Red Mustang in it, and I just dropped the Mustang. I'm a Mustang girl. Hey there, LRC. Squirrel. I use it now in real life when I change subjects randomly. I've always used that. Actually. 27 here and only 13 likes. Y'all come on. Gramsy, hey, I just dropped a link in your IG for here. Oh, you're trying to get in. Sorry. Squirrel. Can you hear me now? Sorry. I totally missed. Oh, that's the thing about this. I can never get the camera right with oh, my eyes look blue. Now is how you doing? Tony's probably asleep. Where's he living, y'all? Way out yonder. Someone named Little Red I wouldn't ever mess with. I'm a sweet one most of the time in real life. Hey, Gramsy, I see you. I can't hear you. My phone's going nuts. Gramsy, I think you're muted. Or you're being quiet. I sent a pic of the pups. The one with less color is mine. Are you you're muted somehow. It's not on my end. Okay. How are you talking? Gramsy? Can y'all hear Gramsy? Maybe I need to put in some headphones. Hey, Kath. Can y'all hear Gramsy? Because if y'all can, then I need to do something. No. Gramsy, what are you using to be here? Are you on a phone? She can hear me. Hold on. Make sure your little microphone doesn't have a slash through it. And Brittany Daniels, check your IG DMs. I need somebody to help me hook my camera up. I have a G7 series. A YouTuber, Storm Monroe, uses it. I don't know anything about cameras. Mine's a little $40, $50 one I bought off of Amazon or eBay. Gets the job done. It's much clearer on StreamYards than it is on Streamlabs or OBS, actually. But I would like another camera. But I don't get on camera a lot. It worked on Critical Case. LOL. Well. Are you using headphones? Are you using your phone? What are you using to talk? I don't hear her. Oh, she dropped out. Maybe she'll come back. Well, it worked on Critical Case. Wonder what she said on Critical Case. She's going to come right back. She's on a PC. You got to have a mic, right? Well, you don't have to. What happened? I'm trying to think. I never didn't have a camera. So before I ever went live on my PC, I had a camera. She could take it with her phone and it would definitely work. But my camera has a mic. However, it's not great. I'm going to have to go check that out. Y'all go make sure y'all are subscribed still, because I hear through the grapevine that YouTube's been unsubbing people. Whose hair? Keeping up with KP. Who are you talking about? Halo Red, I went on Sherelle's World channel and they shut the entire live down. When? I'm so proud of Gramsy Life. She held her own. I'm going to have to check that out. What happened? I love Sherelle, first off. You come on kind of strong sometimes there, Real. And Sherelle, I'm so proud of Gramsy. She had her own chair girl. What's chair girl? Are you talking about my swing set that I see here today? I have honestly not been online today a lot. What did you do, Real? You did something. Tell me. What'd you do wrong? I'm just picking, sort of. But, like, why would they shut their live down? She was on the wrong channel. There she is again. Hi, Gramsy. Can we hear you now? Can we hear you now? Please don't talk about other creators madly. And no, not badly in our stream. Heck no. Thank you, Essie. He said he felt bad, so maybe it was. He didn't say anything bad yet. It was working. Good grief. You might have to use your phone just to take the link, Gramsy Live. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Does it give you the mic options when you take a link? Does it tell you to check your mic? Because I'll tell you, I have to make sure that mine's pulling off of my actual mic and not my camera mic. I can't. Yeah, I can't watch Critical K a whole lot, y'all. I can't. It's just not. It's hard for me to get into a new creator. It took me a while, even with the Glare, and I love them now. But I watched several times, and I'm like, this just ain't my thing. Like until it clicks. It's like a country song you might hear 1,500 times and not like it, and then once you like it, you like it. Hey y'all. Hey Stephanie. Thank you so much. Kano had a grandbaby today. Mine was born yesterday, but thank you so much. Camilla, I tried to watch it. I really do not like her and I had to stop. What was it about, Camilla? I'm trying to figure that out. The chat said I was lying about Funky Davina's channel getting shut down, but I was stating facts. I don't know who Funky Davina is. So I could not know about any of that. I hear that all the time. Keeping up with KP. Hey, Hermes. Thank you so much. Oh, I need to open my PayPal. I've learned this, y'all. My PayPal is not going to do the updates when I'm signed in to Stream or OBS. It's not going to let me do my little PayPal thing, the alerts like it does the other stuff, because it's not a business account, I think is the reason. And I'm not ready to go there with my PayPal quite yet, because I've had that PayPal forever. I use it for everything, my kids, my family. And I believe you can only have one PayPal per bank account, and I don't have a business bank account yet. I can't even tell you. I clicked over from the Glare and it wasn't timestamped. She was reading stuff and she's just awful. I like when she goes off and the Glare goes on immediately. That's cool. That's fun to me. Gramsy, try. I don't know what to do. There's no way for me to make you. I don't think. It says edit mic settings. Cancellation. I can adjust your volume maybe. Beta. I don't want to make you too loud. You're on 101. Disable the option to manually adjust guest mic with a slider. I got echo. She left again, y'all. Brittany, did you leave the chat? Sherelle said it was not my fault when she shut the live down. We talked about beef with AT2. The beef has gotten out of hand. He's having some beef with some other people, I think. I've not followed him. I don't know y'all. Honestly, I didn't know y'all before the Katie live. So I really kind of thought y'all were okay. That was what I got that first night. That y'all were okay and didn't like BX. Sherelle does have a lot of haters. That's why she said, well, I mean, we have a lot in common, me and Sherelle. Hey, Laura. How you doing? And Gramsci's going to be right back. S.C. Johnson. Hold on. Let me see. Something. Share. I'm going to share a link. SC, check your IG. There's no telling what happened in her live. I didn't see it, so I'm not going to comment on it, but I love her. She's been very gracious to me and had me on her show or her channel, and I appreciated it so very much. I need to go into my studio and edit some things real quick right now. I don't think I did it right. I had told someone I had deleted or I had unblocked, but I'm not sure that I did, so I'm checking. And I'll try. I would love to get to the point, y'all, where I could undelete, unblock a lot of people. But I'm not quite there yet. And I don't see the person that said that she was blocked. So she's unblocked already. Yeah, I love Sherelle. All right, y'all don't start first in the chat. Stephanie, did y'all see that CK kind of went after Craft? What? Her mods bought people in other people's chat and talk about. They talk bad. No, I didn't see that. Was chat in her chat? I mean, was Craft happy in her chat? Jesse is going to be doing members only type explanation. I think he's better at other content. Does he do other content too? If we had to choose, I think a lot of us are more team T-Spiracy. I love T-Spiracy too. Her videos. Is Craft in here right now? Or did she go not? I know that it's late and she was, oh, there she is. Yep. Tammy. Check your Twitter DMs, please, ma'am. I sent you one. Hermie's mom. Hey, everyone. Hey, Hermie's mom. Thank you. I'm going to scroll way down. I'm way up in the chat. One more try. We can try again. I went on her panel about calling Sophia Bright. Oh, you went up? I didn't know. You didn't tell me. Who's close? What do you mean? LRC. What's that mean? Who's close? Looky who we got here. What's up, my girl? Hey. SC.
Can you hear me good, or is it
I can hear you now.
What?
I can hear you now.
Oh my God. Why is that making that noise?
Do you hear back noise?
Shake your head yes or no. Can you hear me good on there? Yes or no?
I can hear you great. Mm-hmm.
Well, you sound like shit on mine.
I'll put headphones on.
No, I mean it's like on. Is that why?
Is that better?
Hot tonight, baby.
Who, me? I haven't even. This is how I woke up this morning. I didn't even wash my hair today. Is the back noise better with the headphones? Is my sound better with the headphones on?
No, let me look at this volume. Something's going on here.
I've got noise cancellation on too.
Just talk and I'll figure it out.
Woo, little red.
Okay, say something.
Woo, little red.
Okay, now. What about now?
I can hear you great. Now I'm hearing here. You know what I hear? I hear your YouTube's not muted.
Man, this really stinks.
Go mute your YouTube. Now I'm hearing here. You know what I hear? I hear your YouTube's not muted.
Right. Man, this really stinks. Okay, now I think it quit.
Go mute your YouTube. Now I can hear it. You know what I hear?
Okay, wait a minute. Right.
Mute, not you. Mute your YouTube app or
Mike. Can mute.
Mute, not you. Mute your YouTube
app. All right. Say something.
Something.
Good stuff, baby. We're good now. We are on a roll.
We're cooking with gas.
Yeah, we are hot.
Katie Train, he was about telekinetic stuff. Oh, yeah, he's the telekinetic dude. So you can hear me good now?
Uh-huh.
Yay.
I'm walking around here just doing stuff. Just been a crazy week.
What's been going on? I've missed the last 2 days.
Oh, you don't want to know what's going on.
I heard Katie'd been quiet. She's kept her mouth shut since the last hearing, right? That's what I hear.
Well, I haven't heard nothing about her. I don't think. This really sucks.
I'm a pretty big deal since I just got on any mention iJesse here on YouTube, insinuating who's the one behind the sock accounts making threats and hacking in regard. No one here has mentioned no one here has mentioned him being behind any hacking. I don't believe that's true either. And I've seen his name mentioned in the chat a few times today, but it's people saying he's going to do a live members only. So no one's been talking about iJesse. I don't really know him, actually. I've met him a week ago or so. Let's see. She's itching for another crosses. Yeah, no one's talking about iJesse. I know he. Y'all like my swing? Y'all like my swing chair?
Right.
Katie said something about who, Christine? Why is the camera so much clearer on StreamYards than it is OBS? It's so crazy.
I tell you what, this is a little bit harder, the StreamYard, to get on than it was.
It's so much easier for the YouTuber. I promise. It's like you go StreamYards.com and enter studio, and bam, you pick your YouTube your own. So much easier.
Can you still hear me?
Mm-hmm. I can hear you.
Oh my gosh, I got 2 different devices on here, and
I don't ever know, like, as far as comments, is it always all comments on StreamYard, so I don't have to worry about that top versus the baby is so pretty, so perfect. I see someone ask that.
So, did you see the baby yet?
Not in person. In the morning. In the morning.
She's still in the hospital?
Mm-hmm. I can't wait.
Does she have natural birth? I don't know nothing yet.
She got some pain meds, like probably a shot of Stadol, but she didn't do the epidural.
But she's okay.
Oh yeah. I'm always in awe by any female who can do that without the epidural, because I was begging for it.
For sure.
Christine said conveniently blame him because it has been mentioned as a maybe because he's from the UK. I don't. And so Jesse was blamed for. No, I don't think he's been blamed for that. It maybe by someone, not by here. Oh, by Katie, of course. If she could blame me, she would have blamed me.
Yeah, he's getting blamed for a lot.
Well, I mean, he inserted himself a little bit more than he should have. I don't think he had bad intentions, but is Brittany Daniels gone? Does this work?
Who's Brittany Daniels?
She has a channel, but I mean, we talk on IG a lot.
Oh.
I really wish she was here and would take that link right there.
What is she? What's her channel about? Is it about KJ?
Kinda, yeah, different stuff.
Is that what it's called?
She does talk about KJ, yeah. So I think people do not understand me, and that creates a fear that is overwhelming. I am really a good guy that works super hard. I only come to the lives to chat and relax, but it's been stressful. I know that I can say once you get once you make a big mistake and people get an idea about you, it is difficult. But
you can't fix him.
I talk to you in private because
you can't fix that.
I can't. Stop. As long as you're polite here and let's not talk about other creators or talk chat. You're welcome to be here. And as far as Jesse, I don't think Jesse's ever talked in one of my chats. He says he watches me. Maybe replays. And I thought he was a kid, y'all. I thought he was way younger. People were saying he's like 38. I would have never thought. He doesn't look 38 at all to me. So I'm kind of jelly of that.
He was okay a few months ago. Everybody's channel was okay.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden something happened.
That's
how it goes. That's how it goes on Red. You can be good 1 month and then the next month people can hate you, So you never know what's real. You don't know what's true about people because people badmouth each other every other week on here. So
yeah. And I'm saying if Katie's jumping on the it's him bandwagon because like she did post that, look what I found, like it just happened and it was a week or two old. Like, come on, Katie. If she's jumping on because he's from the UK bandwagon, I could think of another from the UK that's dumb enough to do this first.
Oh yeah, she would, wouldn't she?
And someone messaged me and said, do you think? And I said, I've been thinking it since the beginning, but I don't know if she's smart enough. But
me
yes.
Too.
Yep.
She's from Wales.
Yeah, we're not gonna give too much info. People who know me know who we're talking about. But
she's buddies with her now.
Oh yeah, they're buddy, and she hates my guts.
Did you see the stream where she sent Katie DMs and she was reading them online, the Leslie thing?
Oh yeah.
Flossie and Leslie.
But did she send them or did Katie just take them from her live that she did? Because she has done a lot of live.
I don't know. Oh, maybe she did take them from her. I'm not sure. I can't really say on that. But
hey, Karen, welcome.
They're all, I don't know.
Hey, I'm a pretty big deal. And and Karen, and who else is in here? I like StreamYards, y'all, but it's just different. You can't do quite as much. I'm not going to pay for it. I'm just used to the OBS. It does a little bit more. But if they would all kind of merge together so they could do all the same things, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people use that StreamYards.
Oh, most people most people use StreamYards, I think. Most people I know. Well, I'm glad you're here, Karen. Tammy, check your DMs. Are you new, or do you usually just lurk and listen quietly? Katie has a whole ass file on that Leslie woman. Yes, she does. I mean, let's be honest. If you're in this community and you're a YouTuber, you have a file on Katie too. Sorry, don't know what's wrong and don't want to use my phone, so I'll stay down. I'm sorry. I don't know what is. Case Files Lover. Hello and congrats on the grandbaby. Thank you. I saw who was here. Who is it that told me about that? Was it you, Essie?
What's that?
About the Hey Case Files. Have I seen you've been here once or no? I saw a Case Files here the other night.
Yep.
But not a Case Files.
All over.
But not a Case Files.
Well, she was on CK again last night.
Yeah, but this is Case Files Lover, the one that you told me was on.
Oh,
Case
yeah. They were both in Katie's stream the other night too. Yep, they're both popping up all over. Oh, there's Case File. Hello and congratulations on the grandbaby. Oh, hi, Case File.
Why is KJ being let off on the likely hacker list? I don't understand that. What do you mean? Let off on the... I don't think Katie is doing the hacking at all.
Wow.
Actually.
Wow.
Yes, SC Johnson can see the chat, Gramsy. I really
see it. Yeah, I see it, honey. Is she talking about what I'm talking about?
I think so.
Oh, I'm so proud of Gramsy Life. She held her own, and even the Glare talked about her yesterday, I think it was, how good she did with Kay. She did great. What? She held her own with her.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go check that out because
I
haven't seen it.
She held her own with her. She did not back down because she tries to like bully and make people believe what she believes in. And Gramsy was.
She said we all saw the Leslie file when she was pulling up stuff. I can't imagine keeping files on people. She actually does have a file on the lady. I wasn't being facetious. Oh no, I trust and believe you, but if I get it, and I have a Katie file. It's not organized, but I do have one with all of her accusations and false accusations on me. I do. She's kind of the only one I think I have a file on, but it's not like I made it, but most of the stuff isn't in it. I think I have a Unirock file maybe. And it's just where I store clips of, her accusing me of nonsense. Sometimes I'm away from YouTube. I lose track of stuff. Why don't we think KJ is the hacker? I just don't think that she would go, this is my opinion, and I like her less than, I don't know. I dislike this lady, but in my opinion, why would she go from a case that is the worst thing that could happen to her is monetary? I mean, yeah, she could bankrupt, whatever. Why would she make it a criminal case for herself? You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people feel differently. I'm not saying that she doesn't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I just don't think that she's involved. But we did see her accidentally show her DMs the other day, right? Did everyone see that? I've got screenshots. But I saw it. I wasn't about to mention them first. But I did see them get mentioned in Uncivil Law and Emily's the day of the hearing. People were talking about it. There was something from, y'all help me out, Washington Washington, where she had bought something from Washington State, some kind of documents, and there was a DM from her. I don't know if it was from or to her and her lawyer, where he's like, what did he say? I wisely chose not to share with him these emails. I agree it would be pretty dumb, but when she flips out, she doesn't seem rational or in control. I agree, Karen. I'm not saying it wasn't her. I'm giving her the charity of she's not that stupid. However, I don't know that I'm correct. They did say that in that hearing, Saucy did say that what was it, SE? Help me. The emails that they know are fake did come from the same server that Brown, what's his name? Is it Michael Brown?
Yeah, they're both Michaels.
Yeah, that Michael Brown. It came from the same server. I owe Little Red for letting me come on her panel, or I would have never gone on her panel. And then Annie and Will took a stand for Sophie. I had to. You know,
both those lawyers need to chill out a little bit, because I tell you, they're going to get kicked off the case. That judge is not going to keep. I mean, that's just like petty stuff they're bringing up and just talking crazy.
Hey, Menders, welcome. It's freezing in Minnesota. Help for me. Send help and warmth. Bless your heart. You're in Minnesota. Hey, Peter. I haven't seen you forever. You sent me a meme on Twitter. I will check it. We don't any real reason. That's sweet of you. Yeah, I don't know that she's not involved, but I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt on this one. I'm not gonna accuse her like falsely, like I get accused by her of everything that happens to her. Same server and weird. Brownie didn't get no threats. Huh. Didn't think about that one.
So what's that tell you?
I mean, I didn't get any threats, and I'm her biggest enemy. Like, she hates me. And I'm her smallest channel that I think that she can't keep my name out of her mouth. So why? I'm not complaining, you know. I enjoy not getting threats. And
I wouldn't even open those. I would have 2 different emails, one for YouTube, one that I use for all my
people actually went at people were actually at Miss Charlotte's actual phone number. So it is scary.
You know how many bad emails I get a day? Probably 30.
Well, I actually went to mine because I saw, how you doing, Tony? I look, you know how many times I went on camera looking for you tonight? I actually went into my spam folders looking because, I mean, and I got some weird ones starting way back when one of the times me and Katie had issues, but nothing new. And I hope I don't get anything new. She really hates people for no reason. I just don't understand her going to Emily. It's just because Emily's getting so much attention on it. Just my opinion. Like, there was 10,000 people in Emily's stream yesterday, y'all. And those if those 10,000 people were going to Katie's channel and subscribing, she'd be completely okay with it.
Yeah.
But they're not. It's people who have already left or people who are leaving. LRC said, Christine, yes, it does. Actually took a screenshot of that one and zoom and rate it. Yeah, I've got screenshots zoomed in. People, it's 724. It's -3. Ugh. Grr. My friend Joey, y'all know Joey from my panel. He's been sending me pictures. He said, damn it snowed 5 more inches. He's killing himself. Like digging, because when those snowplow trucks come by down his road, they throw like feet and feet deep worth of snow in his driveway, and bless his heart, it's bad for, he's got arthritis. It's bad for his bones. Emily gets more views on one video than she does all day. But, you know, she's making more money than Emily is what she said.
Oh, she's making bank, Emily.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the super chats she gets. Just alone. And I don't know what her fee is for subscribers, but
I subscribed. It's like, I think her minimum is $3.99. I'm not sure. I don't know how long I'll be able to stay subscribed. But I did. I got 17 inches the other day. Whew. Screw that. Like,
wow, where are they at?
I like North Carolina because it snows it's the other morning. I woke up last week one day and there was snow on the ground. And before 2 p.m. the snow was gone. And that's the kind of snow I like. Oh, and I missed it. I'm big sad. Tony, did you know I got a grandbaby? I got a pretty little grandbaby. Hey, 33. I was here earlier and my Wi-Fi shat out on me. I think my foot hit something happened. I don't know. I should have it now. Have what now? PA got 16 inches too. Whew.
Peter,
Connecticut.
Send you a memo on Twitter. That's what he's asking you.
Twitter. Let me go to Twitter. Okay.
Connecticut got 17 inches. LRC said that is a lot of snow. Wow.
Peter, I don't even know.
Meter.
I love this. Save image. I don't really know how to save it, but.
Oh, the 33's in here.
Yeah.
Oh, the 33. I'm in Chicago. She's like, it's cold as hell.
Let me see. How would I share a file? What? I don't want to. I just want to share something.
On Twitter?
Yeah, I'll share the screen right here.
Yeah, LRC, you got to have a plow. That's a lot of snow.
Look at that. When old Shat just won't do, old schmug. I like that. Okay. That was cool. I don't see anything from Tony. Yuck. Absolutely, Loretta, huge congrats. I was here yesterday and you look, if I spoke to you yesterday and I just forgot, I'm sorry. You know, squirrel. You know me. Also, I was like if I can tell y'all nervous, I have never felt that kind of nerve in my life.
God.
Ever. I was a mess. You are a mess too, Peter. You are.
If you think you love your kids, it is unbelievable up for a grandkid.
I've always heard that. And oh my goodness, all these these pics are great that you're sending. What you thinking about? Nuts? Yeah, I bet it's nuts. I'm gonna have to save these and share them next time. God, I got a friend with a plow, so he did my driveway.
ROFL, what's that mean?
Rolling on the floor laughing.
Oh, and everybody comes up with these little things, and I have to sit here.
That's old school, girl.
I don't know what ROFL is. I must be bad then. I don't know all this lingo. I just type it out. I'll have to write that down. I'm just kidding.
All right, y'all. Who wants to talk before we go night-night?
How much does a squirrel have? How much hair does that squirrel have? She wants to know.
How much hair? She had a little head. She had a little head full.
She's cute.
She is so cute. I cannot wait to smell of her and just kiss on her and love on her tomorrow.
Love that. Love that baby smell. Ooh, you can get baby clothes and Maybe somebody has sent stuff through the mail. You better be checking that P.O. box. I keep putting
my mom went yesterday, or well, yeah, now it's yesterday. I was supposed to went to her house and I didn't. I wasn't feeling up to it, but she didn't say anything was there. So usually she would tell me, you need to come get your package or your envelope or whatever. So I don't think anything came. Hey, Feisty Lady and Kathy Ann. Welcome. I'm glad you're newish here. I hope you're subscribed and hit that like button on your way in. I have a Google a lot of the text lingo. I will admit I'm old. I have to sometimes, especially that people from like England, they say pissing my PM something that's funny. I don't know. I had to Google it. Thank you for coming, 33.
Yeah, she's going back to work. She's at work.
Whew.
Yeah, think of all the cute bows, right, Tammy? Think all the little bows you could put.
I know. I gave them some bows and some outfits at the baby shower. I can't wait, y'all. I can't wait.
What's really weird is one of my granddaughters was born in February, right around this time, and her name is Lily. We call her Lily for short. What's the middle name? What did they name her?
Jolene.
Jolene. You know that song? It's a country song.
I know. I don't know where they got that. I don't know. That had to be my son, unless she has a relative. I'm not sure.
Maybe they like this song. I was gonna sing it, but
my son plays guitar. He plays piano. He plays anything he picks up. He can play by ear. He learns.
Wow.
I can kind of do that. With some stuff, not the guitar. And my oldest brother is the same. So my son's very. He taught himself how to do tattoos. He bought a tattoo gun, like a professional one. And it's amazing. Like now he's a tattoo person.
He's talented, he sounds like.
Yeah, he is super, super talented.
Ambitious. Sounds really ambitious. That's the one they had the baby, right?
Uh-huh.
Is that your baby or your oldest one?
That's my oldest.
Wow. Can you believe you're a grandmother?
I can't.
I know.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even real to me yet. Like, I think I don't know. When's it going to get real, y'all? When I hold her or when she says?
When she says, Mama.
Well, or Nene or Nene or whatever she wants to call me, she can call me. Just don't call me Granny. Okay?
Yeah. That's what my girls call me, is Granny.
Nope. I'm too young. I'm too young to be called Granny.
Well, I was very young when I had my grandkids, but I love Granny. I like her. And I called my grandmother Mama because she's from Kentucky.
I dropped the link in the chat, y'all, if someone would like to come up and talk before I go night-night. My son was just like that too, and was an artist. My son can draw. His tattoos, I was shocked. I'm like, what are you doing? Like every time I talk to him, he's doing tattoos on the side. And he just got recently, it will take a year before it's real. I hope not. He just recently got a job offer at a tattoo parlor.
Wow.
And so he'll be doing that on the side.
Yeah. How do you become a tattoo artist? You go to school?
Well, usually you have to have an internship, or that's not, what's it called? It's not an internship. It's kind of like that, but you have to work at a tattoo shop under the owner. But this guy saw the pictures of his work and said, you don't need that. You can just come work. So he's going to be doing some tats. But he'll still
shop. He'd really make money.
Yeah, well, that's what he wants to do in the future.
I don't know what that entitles. Like, probably a lot of bills on top of that, though. You have to.
Yeah, it's apprenticeship is what it's called. You're right, Tammy. I dropped you a link in the in your DMs, Tammy, and in the chat if you want to come up. I'm fixing to have to step away for just a second, use the restroom. But I promised to wash.
But
I promised to shut the door and wash my hands and all that good stuff.
I don't know about everybody else in this chat, but I just sit and laugh all the time when I'm listening to this.
Why?
That's good. Because we're just so, what would you call it? Just so, we don't
ridiculous.
Care what we say. We say whatever, you know. It's real. We're real. Nothing's fake. This is all real, people. This is the real deal.
I understand, Tammy. Yeah. We all have fun here, usually.
Mm-hmm. Getting the hang of it now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Look at you got over 2,000 people now.
Over what? What is it at now?
What is that? 211. Is that 2,110?
I'm at 2115.
Wow.
Is that crazy?
That's great.
Sherelle, when I went on Sherelle,
mm-hmm.
It really it pushed me over the 2,000 mark. Wow. And I love her for that. She's amazing.
I don't know why she gets a bad rap with some people. I mean, I know she.
You know what? Because she will pop off just like me,
mm-hmm.
and she'll say it like. But I can't not love Sherelle.
Yeah.
And
all that stuff that happened with John, that was a big thing, and a lot of people left. And
well, I've never heard of him before that. I'm Pretty Big Deal, says Kraft. It feels surreal for a while. Just the fact your body can create such a precious thing, it becomes real for parents once they bring a baby home and realize you're in charge of a human. Yeah, it does. That's when panic sets in. True.
Will you be babysitting?
Do what?
Do they both work? Will you be the babysitter?
She's a student. She was working before she moved back here.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure. The plan was for her to continue, but just commute and to do 1 or 2 days a week.
Wow.
And of course, you know, they've got all the babysitters they want.
Oh, nobody
of course.
Was to watch my kids. I was the only one. My babies, my grandbabies, my girls.
But I mean, of course, I hope I get to babysit.
Oh, I would put my foot down on that. I'd be wanting all that love.
I can't wait. I just can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that would happen. Sure, it was great. I'm glad it happened for you. Thank you, Christine. The thing is, that someone was in my chat the other night or after I was on Sherelle's, and they said that they recorded it live. And a lot of stuff happened in the chat that I did not get to see because I was blocked or I've got people blocked. So I really want to see.
I think they make comments.
I really want to see the comments. So I really wish someone would share. If they even had to do it as a private upload it to YouTube and share me the private link, I would never. I mean, you can't. Then I couldn't share it with anybody. I wouldn't.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? What stream can't you see?
I can see the stream. I just can't see the comments of the people that are blocked. So I could only see 3 people like coming at me in her stream, but there was way more than that.
Well, I must be blocked too because I've seen maybe 3 or 4 of them. If there were more than that, I didn't see them.
Well, I've heard names that I didn't see in the chat. So.
Boy, there's one name there I don't know who that is.
What is everyone's thoughts on Michael now? I think what he did, I won't even talk on that exactly because I've been married to a man that did shit like that. But as far as him doing that, he had other things he needed to be worried about besides a piece of tail. That's my thought. And that's just my thought. I don't know. I always believe the child. I'm always about, that, of course. So I'm not going to really speak on that. I think it's disgusting what he did. I only saw one in chat who was an ass, but read the comments. I could see a few, but I've heard names that I didn't see. Maybe I need to go back and watch, and I just missed them.
Yeah, but I don't even know those ones that said bad things. I don't know if they've ever been in here or when you first.
Yeah, the ones I saw, I knew.
I don't remember them.
Well, we'll have to talk about it after.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. That's weird. Oh, it's going to be the same old people. You know that. Craziness. Who cares, right?
I mean, right. If you hate me, why go into another? It wasn't my stream. So why go into someone else's stream and disrupt it?
Because they don't have any respect. That's like when you're having a stream now. Somebody shouldn't come in here, another creator, and complain about their channel or about somebody else and keep on and on and on. It's like your stream. And that's wrong. You shouldn't do that.
But it's happened multiple times.
Well, that's what gets you in trouble is people come into your home. That's what everybody says. They come into your home and they start stuff, leave it on you, and then you hear all this crap about you. You know, and you're not even the one that did it.
Right. And that's the one thing I get when Katie says, this is my house. Don't come to my house. I get that. Don't come to, right. Like,
yeah.
Don't, if you hate me and I'm on stream with someone else, don't go there and talk junk to me.
Yep.
But, you know, that's whatever. People don't care.
Makes you wonder, like, what is their end game? What's your end game?
Well, it's usually not someone who has a channel.
Mm-hmm.
And when it is someone that has a channel, and that has happened to me, come right up in my stream with their friends. And when they have a channel, it just kind of makes me think they don't really care about the channel. I don't know. Right. I wouldn't do that. Right. I wouldn't. I've seen whole streams being done about me where things are being said about me that are not true in my opinion. I still won't go in those streams. I will wait until it's over and I'll do my own stream.
A lot of bad stuff. They just can't shut up. It's called respect for other people.
But I will say that I've not, I mean, it might be my ignorance, of course, because I have blocked. My Twitter is locked down. Red, are you friends with Critical K? Absolutely not. I don't know her. I don't know her, and I can't watch her. I just can't. But what was I saying? I saw that comment and it made me go squirrel.
You're talking about Twitter before that.
Oh, I had my Twitter locked down, so I've probably made people mad. I've blocked people who I don't have a problem with, but they follow people that if I see their stuff, then I see terrible things about myself being said. So I've locked it all down. It's not private anymore, my Twitter, but I don't see all the bad about me because I've blocked certain people. I wished, and I hope, I mean, I don't hear about it. My friends know not to tell me most of the time. So if they're still talking about me, I don't know. And that's how I like it. But I do wish they'd stop because at some point, I mean, if you do a stream and you say that this is purely love, we want you to change.
Is that funny?
Do I get a chance to change, or was that absolute bullshit? Right? Christine said I would want
her, but we just want her to get. We love her, but we just want her to get better, and we're doing this to make things better for her, and it's that kind of stuff. When people do that, you know there's something behind it, right? You know, you don't talk about somebody and then go, but we love her and we want to help her. Well, help you what? Are you crazy? What are they helping you? What's wrong with you?
I mean, you know, like really because of all the stuff that went down, when all that went down, it was so much from, I won't even go all the way back to when I started this channel with Unirock and Katie coming at me. I'll go back to what started my nuclear meltdown was that flower pot. Yeah. That flower pot, that sock account that somehow got a mod wrench in someone else's stream and started and blah, blah. And from there it snowballed. And then some other channel said, let someone go on and say I was racist. And it was a whole bunch of stuff. And I did need to take a break. Good Lord, I needed a break. And I mean, I had a moderator, Sherry. She's not here. She stayed on the phone with me one night. I was hysterical. Like, I haven't been that way in like forever. She stayed on the phone with me until the sun was coming up because she's not in this country. She's her time difference. But I did need that break, and I took a break, and I washed away the Twitter, and I changed some stuff. I don't see that stuff. So I see in the chat people saying, I'd want to know. You'd want to know, but get a YouTube channel started and have hundreds of people hate you, and you don't need to know. I don't need to know what somebody else, if they hate me, that's not my business. That's their business. Oh. And oh God, it's been, I can totally see it. Like I go back, I don't want to listen to my old streams. I'm back. I don't even think those old streams were really like they weren't. That wasn't me. I've always been extra sharing with y'all. I share more than I ever meant to, but she was reading some letter, no clue what it was about, and didn't recognize one name, so that was enough for me. That's why I said to very few people, I don't know what that's about. Yeah, Sherry talked with me all night long. I love Craft Happy. She is my person too. I'm in a different headspace now, but it's like some people ain't gonna like that love stream. That love stream I got, all that, they love me so good that they just want me to change. Did they really want me to change? Because I think I've changed a lot, and I still get all that hate. And also, I go on how people treat me. So most of the time, like, I'm not going to go be friends with Joe because, in my opinion, I've seen enough of her. I'm not going to get sucked into that. But in general, if someone's never done anything to me, I'm not going to jump on a bandwagon and dislike them. And I had a lot of people turn away from me that I never did anything to them. And it was mostly because, and I've seen this, it was mostly because of what I said about one particular person. Well, that one particular person's accepted my apology and we're good. So why do you hate me now? Right? So right. I've made up with that creator, and
because everybody wants to get involved.
And I get that. I kind of get that, but I'm not. Everyone in your chat, as always, and you have been nice. Thank you, keeping up with KP. I get it. I can't stream with a huge group of people every night, the same group every night, because I'll get so close to them that that we'll get on each other's nerves and grind each other's gears. And so it ended up being a good thing. It really did, because I had to learn how to do this on my own. Like, I had to learn how to talk to you, all of y'all, by myself. And I never could have done it before. And I love it. I do feel like y'all are listening to dead air and bored with me sometimes. But, I mean, it's something that needed to happen.
But how you liking it? How you like it?
I love it. I love it, or I wouldn't be here. I took a few weeks. We were all watching on Trash TV, so we didn't give her views. Maybe I could go there, and the blocks won't be there. I want to hear it was her stream tonight, so I'll watch that in the morning, maybe.
Who, KJ?
KC, maybe.
CK.
CK, yeah. Where Craft went.
She left. She said kisses and hugs.
Who?
Craft.
Tammy, she left. She left to chat tonight. I'm talking about she was in CK's video today.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I think they said it was today.
Well, she was in it about, I don't know.
Thank you, Christine. She said I'm the only one she's a member of. That makes my heart happy. Thank you. I'd rather go look at another site than give someone my views. I never like and never sub. I just pop. Well, I hope you're subbed here, dang it, LRC. You were the reason I came and the reason I stayed. Thank you, Laura. That's why, like, Don't y'all get it twisted. I know that everyone could have left. I saw different. I mean, we went from having I was having like almost 300 people here at night the last week or so before all stuff blew up, down to like 50 and 60 people. And I had to take a break and regroup, and I did. And I appreciate everyone that stuck by me so much, and the people who are coming back slowly, giving me a chance. Thank you, LRC. I just love this chat. It's like I can be real. I've been more real than I wish I had in the past. But we can talk. And it ain't always about Katie anymore. And I like that too, because I'm so sick of that woman. Good Lord, y'all, I'm sick of her. Can this case be over? Can something happen? I just, at Gramsci, I'd rather go look. Okay, I read that one. I mean, I just love this chat. I do. A lot. Kathy Ann. Is everybody here besides Tony? I know Tony, if he's still here, he's not from, but is most everybody here from the U.S. now right now? Yeah, can it be over? It's been so much come out. We can focus on something more positive. I have a question. They've got a court date set for September. That is not. Please tell me that September court date is not for, what's the word?
Lawsuit?
No, the agreeing that it's going to happen in Washington. What's that? I can't think of the word right now. Oregon, Utah. That court date in September, that's not still trying to agree on if it's going to be in Washington, I hope. Because that's a long ways from now. West Coast in the house. Yeah, it's earlier for you.
Jurisdiction, is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, jurisdiction. That September case or October, whatever, that's not for jurisdiction, right? It is? Oh my goodness, I'm a pretty big deal. That's a long ways off. And that judge was ready to hear it all the other day. Was it yesterday, day before? I just can't, I feel like let's get it on. Let's get it done.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it going. I don't want to wait till September.
Yeah.
No, September date is for a Swanson case. Are you sure? I thought that they definitely set a date for Katie's case for September or October. I asked Sense of Law why they were fighting so hard to keep it in September, and he said he couldn't figure it out either. It's crazy. I like Uncivil Law. I don't like how he said that he wished he was on fighting whatever, lawyer for her side or whatever. But I get it. That would be a good case to try if you're a lawyer. But he is so funny to me. He makes me laugh. No date set for KJ. I need to, yeah.
Is Toddy still in this? You don't hear anything about Toddy. It's all KJ.
Because Toddy sit down and shut her up and kept her mouth shut. Like, she knows what the deal is. Like, it's ridiculous. Right. I wish someone would take a link and come up and talk to her so I could step away for just a second. I don't want to leave y'all dead air. Anybody? Yeah.
Well, I'll just watch the chat and answer them if they ask me questions. Ask me some questions.
That judge didn't seem to understand YouTube world. Kind of worries me. I don't know. We only heard a few short minutes, and she seemed to know that they need to all shut the hell up. I just wished. I mean, I know it's not a big enough case for it to be like televised or like streamed. I hope when Toddy versus KJ really starts in court that they will cover it live. I hope they let someone at least play. I know this last stream or whatever, they wouldn't let anyone play any audio, but Oh my gosh. I hope. What if they settle out of court, y'all?
Wow. What would they settle for? $1 million?
I mean, I mean, they could settle for who knows? It would probably be sealed and private, just like when Michael Jackson settled with that kid's parents that time. No one ever knew. Most time when it's famous people, if they settle, they don't get to tell. Can we hear Gramsy? Gramsy?
Yes, you can hear me.
Hey, I get to take a break. I'll be right back, y'all.
Oh, I'm dying to talk to Gramsy. I'm so proud of you. You did so good in that chat with CK. You did not back down. You did not back down with that woman. She's something, ain't she, to talk to?
She was so mad at me.
Yeah, she was mean, though. Didn't she tell you to shut up?
Yeah, she told me that. She thought I was agreed with stuff that happened with Sophie just because I believed Sophie. It was so funny.
That was terrible. She just tried. You know, if she doesn't agree with you, her way is to talk over you, put you on mute, tell you to shut up. She doesn't give people time to say what they want to say, you know?
Yeah, it didn't affect me at all.
I know. You were just chilled and calm and come right back at her. I love that. That's what her MO is, you know?
Well, with listening to her the last 3 days, I know she likes to twist things and manipulate it, so people are forced to agree with her.
Mm-hmm.
When she brought my granddaughter in it, oh, she was not going to get her way.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was sick.
Yeah, she's something, isn't she? I mean, that was really mean of her. I mean, I don't even think she has grandkids. She doesn't know what it's like to have your grandkids, you know? What were you saying? I can't talk about the SA thing because my granddaughter's right here.
Well, I didn't want to bring up certain things you don't talk about around other kids, like SA or...
Right, but she didn't really care, did she?
Yeah.
She didn't care.
Yeah, she didn't.
She doesn't care about stuff like that.
Well, nothing clean comes out of her mouth.
Mm-hmm. She was so nasty. And then Crafty Happy was on there a few days before you.
I wished I would have seen that.
Well, she kind of didn't let her say much. She kind of just treated her mean and didn't really let her talk. That's how she does. She's so mean.
Okay, I missed it all. So y'all tell me what happened because I missed it.
I don't think we took a breath while you were gone.
I believe it.
I'm a talker, baby. We're talking about her being on CK. She was so good on there. It was so good.
Did she go up on panel?
Yeah.
Yep, I did.
Tell me about it.
Well, she just kept talking about Annie, constantly saying really mean things about Annie. And then she would constantly say that she didn't believe Sophie. It just got really bad, so I called her out on it, and I told her she didn't have any proof that she did, that she didn't, and she kept saying, well, there were 10 essays done on her, and I said, prove it. She's like, well, I don't want to put it on the panel, and I'm like, well, you talk about it, so prove it. And I'm like, because you don't have any proof. I kept calling her out on it. She got so mad because I wouldn't get mad at her.
Yeah, you're calm.
Did she knock you? Did she dump you from her stream, or did you leave?
No, I didn't leave. I let her mute me. She kept saying disgusting things and asked me, well, what if you were doing this to your stuff to your granddaughter and you really didn't, but your granddaughter was lying to it? And I told her, for one, I'd rather be shot dead before I would do something like that. She didn't like that answer.
I have a question for the chat. One for yes, two for no. Do y'all think Toddy would drop the case if Katie would delete her YouTube forever? Do you think that's what she's after? The YouTube channel to bring it down? Or does she want the money? She don't need the money. I mean, do y'all think that's what she wants is for Katie to go away? Do you think she just wants an apology? Because I kind of think in the beginning, if she just really sincerely apologized, which she does not know how to do, I think maybe Tati wouldn't have went this far. Hey, Crystal Gale. YouTube loves the KJ attention. I don't think they will cancel her. The judge has that right, though, right? The judges always said that the public had a right to know. I'm seeing a lot of ones.
Well, she's making YouTube a lot of money keeping up with KP. More money for YouTube, the more they love you.
I mean, but is she now making them a whole lot of money compared to?
I don't know. She was. I don't know about now.
She wants KJ to sit down and shut up. Purely.
Yeah, she does.
Random. Purely. High purely.
Hey, LRC, the reason that letter is Kate, Critical K was making up a thing that, I went blank, that Annie was saying all sorts of bad things, and it was really bad. I won't even say it. You'll have to go back and read it. It was not true. She wrote it to herself, but what's funny about it is Blair calls it a love letter to Annie. It was hilarious.
I kind of also, I kind of think that Cody wants her channel down. I also, and I was going to do a video with this, but I don't want to give him any attention right now, and I'll tell you why. Unirocks started covering this again, and he did a video about James Charles reaching out to Katie, and she kept it, he reached out to her in June, but she kept it quiet for a while. But she took down videos for him. She let him tell her, like, come up with a tweet, and she tweeted out what he told her to. And in my opinion, Unirock got it all wrong in his video, because he was like, James was trying to warn you. No, James was not. James was manipulating you. In my opinion, she got fooled by a 19-year-old. I could be wrong. Maybe James was trying to warn her, but I don't think so. I think James knew exactly what he was doing when he reached out to her, because first, well, let me back up. I keep hearing about the glare person is the Sightworth, and who is it? The glarer is Will. Him and Annie. Comment Nut goes there a lot. It took me a few watches to get into it, but I love his panel. I love his moderators. Yes, it's a good show. He lets people come up on panel a lot. I'm gonna do it one day. I'm gonna. Yeah. So yeah, he covers some of the same stuff. He was good friends with that Truthy McGee. Is it McGee or McGee?
Yeah.
McGill.
Okay. Around Christmas when we lost Bull, my friend Bull, this YouTuber girlfriend told YouTube and the whole ass internet that her boyfriend had committed suicide. It was not true. And Will and Annie and Comment Nut kind of got the feeling it wasn't true, along with a bunch of other people. And they said they didn't think it was true. And Truthy ended up coming on Will's stream and admitting, because he had been doxxed, he just freaked out. No excuse. No excuse for what he did, because people were very upset. But he faked his own death. I'm serious, keeping up with KP. Go check it out. The Glarer. It happened, and it was a piss poor time for it to happen, because at Christmas, for me personally, that's a bad time of year anyway. And then this past Christmas, we lost Bull, who was a producer for Steve stuff. He helped me with a lot of my internet stuff. Didn't know him in real life, but I felt like I did. He's a great person. Lost him, lost in my real life that I really know, like 8 people within a week, people I knew. Not necessarily closely knew. 2 of them were good friends of mine, but it was a sucky time of year, and that's not something you ever do. But yeah, Casey doxed him. Someone put his record out there, and I guess he made a bad decision. And Ramsey stepped away for a second, got me a Coke. Don't want to make noise. Oh, you're good. But yeah, The Glare is a good channel. You should go check it out. In my opinion, I like them. It took me a little bit. And I'll tell you why it took me a little bit. I didn't like watching any coverage of the Sophie stuff. I didn't like it. I didn't want no part of it. And now that that's kind of over, they'll talk about the Michael part of it, but yeah, that was terrible. KJ is a small fish compared to Toddy and James and Jeffrey. The money Toddy is after would be from partner Swanson, I believe. Since KJ didn't listen to the C&D, she's going after her YouTube. I don't know what, I really don't know, because I've seen people ask Emily and she won't go there with an answer. Can the judge, I don't know if the judge can say, stay off, cancel your YouTube. I don't know. I know that Katie's going around saying that I've been trying to shut her channel down or whatever. I've never said that I want her channel shut down. I said I want her to quit doing nasty shit to people like she does me, and way aside from me, real people like the Duggars, reality TV people who have stuff in their life. She'll report on children. That's nasty. I haven't checked out the glare thinking he was involved somehow. He was Team Michael, I believe. And that was him, and I think that's him and Kay's problem with each other. I'm not sure. KJ side fishing and still nasty. She blocked me tonight on IG. She's still going live, but she's not talking about the case, right? Is she going live on IG? I didn't think she could. I like your Purely Red Rum. I remember that movie, y'all. Red Rum, Red Rum. I think Lorianne could have been something romantic between her and KJ. I don't think so. I think that's funny. But Lorianne was just Lorianne. She come after me and everyone I knew on this side, and then one night one morning she messaged me and was like, "I'm so sorry. I see there are my ways. Katie's wrong. Da da da." And I told her to come in my stream, and she said, "No, I'll get hated." And I said, "No, you won't." And she came in, and for an hour, it took at least an hour probably. She apologized. People weren't having it. I had people leave my stream, but eventually, she made nice with this side, and then she flipped again and went back to Katie. But her last message to me was, "Me and you're okay. I'm still on your side." And then she blocked me. And then the next thing I know, my name's in her declaration. And I guess, I don't know. Thanks, Lorianne, because I don't know. One of thanks, it made me sick to my stomach, actually. But dang if people didn't all of a sudden know who I was. It was so weird. You're going to eat some Captain Crunch? I love Captain Crunch, but it hurts the roof of my mouth. Red Rum is your gamer name. What games do you play, Red Rum? I want to learn how to game, but I don't know. Do you go to a website, or I don't know. I got a gaming computer that I use to stream. That's all I know.
Really depends on what your taste is in games. If it's like Sims or role playing.
I don't really know. I promise I don't like the what was it my kids used to play on Xbox all the time? The war game. I don't like the war games.
Okay.
Will always was Team Sophie, and him and Truthy both didn't trust him. Yeah, that was my thing. I was just Team Sophie, no matter what. Didn't care to get really involved in that, especially with my channel, especially after the docs that everyone got. I played Dead by Daylight. Is that like a war game? It's hard to ask KJ hard questions. She would delete you before you even done type. You damn right. You got that right. That's truth. Oh, I gotta plug my phone back in.
I think the reason why I was defending Sophie the other night and the whole time is because my granddaughter's 9, and I've had to protect her. And I don't think that the Sophie case would have gone where it did if Will and Annie would not have put that out there.
You think what?
I think that if that video that Michael took, if he wouldn't have put it out there to Will and Annie, I don't think the case would have gone where it did. I absolutely do not.
Yeah.
That little girl would still be having those things happen to her.
I don't know. I really can't comment on that case a whole lot. I don't know a lot. I know what I heard. It was horrific. And then I said, I'm not going to talk about this case on my channel.
I agree there, but did you actually watch the video?
I did.
That was awful.
It was.
No kid could even script that. Here's the reason why, and I know you don't want to talk about it, but people need to realize if she had a script, then they did too. Because how would have she known what they were going to say? There's no way she knows at 9 all those things.
It was terrible. And like, and everybody's different. Like everyone handles stuff differently, because I went through some stuff as a child and I didn't tell anyone. So bless her that she felt like she could tell. And like, what a terrible thing that if you go through something and you do have the voice to speak on it and people don't believe you, or no one does anything about it, that's terrible.
Right.
Maybe my mental state, like just my brain I couldn't do it, y'all.
I think you change your mind when your granddaughter's older.
No. I'm not saying I come from a place to always believe a child.
Oh, okay, I get it.
If a child says that, you believe her.
Right.
No matter what. Because in the end, if there's something going on, she's not in a good place, whether you believe the child always. Okay? Yeah. That's where I'm at. I just wasn't in the place where I could talk about it on my channel. I just wasn't willing to, because it was going to turn into, well, who's lying? I wasn't like, you believe that child? I don't care. You believe it until I don't even know how to say it. Like, if there's even a minute chance it happened, you believe that child.
Right.
Because
sorry, I didn't mean to bring it up like that.
No.
But you let me come on your channel that one day, gave me the courage to do what I did.
Well, I'm glad. Purely said yes, exactly, until proven otherwise. Believe the child. I was a Sophie and threw the same fit, and my parents ignored it. I'm sorry that happened to you. That's what I'm saying. I was believed when I told it, but I didn't go through it. I was not exactly the same thing. I was just inappropriate. Some inappropriateness happened, but not to that extent that she says happened to her. But when I told it, I was believed, but I think the adult didn't know what to do with it back then. I think it was scary, and her parents will kill someone. So am I going to be responsible? So no one, until I was almost an adult. I was like 17 before my parents before my dad really knew. And
holy cow.
Yeah. And then by that point in my mind, and I told a few very close friends growing up, I told them, this is what I remember, but I'm not sure if it really happened to me or if I dreamed it. Because if it really happened and I told the person I remember telling, they would have told my daddy. So my whole life, I kind of blacked out. I mean, I remember it, but was it a dream? Until I was 17, and the person I told said, yeah, it's true.
Wow.
And yeah.
How old were you?
It was the summer. It was the summer before kindergarten or the summer before
holy cow.
First grade. It was my babysitter's older family member. And I didn't say anything the whole summer because I was scared they'd say, we know what you did, don't do it again. And then it would be awkward. That's how a child's mind works, I guess. Right. So when it was over, I told, and the person I told started crying and said, oh my gosh. And nothing else was said about it. So I thought, I mean, the rest of my life, for 10 years, I didn't know if it was real.
Holy cow, they never said anything?
No.
They were so sorry.
They were scared. And no doubt it affected my teenage years. It's affected my whole life in terrible ways that you don't even realize if you like, you just don't realize, but absolutely it affects your whole life. So that baby, people need to listen to what that baby is saying she went through. And I promise you one thing, if let it happen to one of mine. That's why I've always, like with my boys, even when they were 2 years old, in the bathtub, I would wash their bodies. And then I say, now you wash you. Don't, nobody touches you there but you. But I would make sure they knew that they could touch themselves there. I didn't want to feel dirty, but only them can touch them there. Like touch yourself there to wash yourself. Does that make sense? I started
because they need to learn that anyway. They need to clean.
Yeah, I started that very young, but it took me a long time to forgive the person that I told. But I understand that it was back in the day. It was the 70s, early 80s, and my daddy would have killed the man. He would have. And then I wouldn't have had my daddy. I know he would have. I know he would have. So maybe they're right. I don't know. Maybe it was handled correctly. I don't know. It messed me up a little bit, but no one.
That's why I've always told my granddaughter, I says, no matter what, you always tell people. If someone says, keep it a secret or don't tell, because there's a reason, you say okay and then turn around and do it anyway.
Yeah. And I was never told not to tell. I don't know that the man knew what, like, I mean, he was old. He was old. I think the person I told maybe thought he wasn't in his right mind. He didn't know what he's doing. But in my mind, he knew what he's doing, and he probably did it to other people because his granddaughter was my babysitter. I absolutely don't believe I was the first one.
That's why nobody watched my grandchildren. Nobody.
Yep.
Nobody. Yep. Nobody. I would probably go to jail if something happened to them and I found out. I love them. And
I would absolutely.
I would be in prison because. So that's why I kind of thought like Michael Long was trying to protect her so much, But let me tell you something. If your daughter was sitting in the car, I thought about this, and screamed that, and both parents are sitting there videoing, both of them videoed, and I would grab my daughter up and take her to the emergency room immediately, and say, my daughter says she's been SA'd. I take her and see what happened to her and get her examined. And that wasn't done like right then. They were fighting over who was taking her. Trying to drag her out of the car. And I don't get that. That's insane to me. If your grandchild said that to you, what would your immediate reaction be?
They would have had to take me to jail that day to get that baby out of my car, period.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have to look at it from the parents. You have to look at it from what good am I in jail?
But think about it. Think about it, Red. If the mother, after that little girl said that,
I'm gonna tell you what, as a mother, if my daughter says that and I've got a man living in my house, that man is not living in my house anymore. I don't care if I heard her planning this little, I don't care if I knew it was a lie 100%, that there would be no men around that child anymore. There would be no way anyone would have that question.
I agree. But what I'm saying is they were in that car. And after that little girl said that she had been abused, that grandmother and mother still kept trying to drag her out of the car. I would have fell to my knees and started screaming, crying. I wouldn't have been worried about getting her out of his car and taking her home with me, I would be on my knees screaming and crying, oh, my poor daughter.
The grandmother's words in the video after that disgusted me.
Oh, me too.
Like,
me too.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Well, Sophia, you were in a play, something, and you did so good in it, and you didn't act like anything was wrong then. But do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
That sounds guilty to me. Two people that would talk to a child after this child said, I was abused. That's your response? What are you covering? That's your response to this little girl saying, I've been abused. Let's go home. Get out of the car. Let me drag you out of the car. I would pass out, fall to my knees, scream and cry, and take my daughter and get in the car and love on her and hug her and hold her. Nobody did that. They were worried about dragging her out of a car. What does that tell you?
It's sad.
Well, what does that tell you about them?
Exactly. And that's why I don't forget.
See, just right there. What does that tell you? Even he was videoing it. Nobody didn't stop and get in the car and hug her and grab her. And I would be screaming, crying, grab her, love on her, and say, let's go, honey, let's take you, and I want to get you to a doctor. Nothing was done like that. So what does that mean? I mean, if you had a daughter that just said that right then, what would your response be?
It wouldn't have been that. I promise you that.
So if you were trying to cover something up, that would be the response.
But how many times before the video we saw did this happen? Right. So
I don't know.
Who knows? Like, who knows what man did this to this child, or what? At some point, something bad happened. And people were saying, well, this is all Michael did all this for money and blah blah blah. And I'm trying to think how it was worded. What I saw, like it. As long as the kids have been hurt, whether it happened or not. The shit they've been going through all this time with the police back and forth, being dragged from one family to another, in the midst of all this fighting, whether nobody ever put their hands on that girl, that child is going through some shit stuff.
Right.
That it's not like parents need to co-parent. Parents need to co-parent. And I don't there's been a lot of stuff that has made a lot of people think that Michael is just crazy. I don't know. I've just started seeing it because I have not kept up with this case, like I said. But no matter whether it happened or not, those children, not just little girl, the boys, all of them have been through hell. They've not been protected. They've not been, they've been through hell, period.
Agree.
Disgusting.
Well, I think Michael's wrong for what he did to Courtney. I feel so sorry for her. My heart goes out to her because she was the link to these kids, everything coming together.
I don't know if I believe any of it anymore. I believe Sophie. That's all I do. I believe Sophie. And I will stand with that girl no matter what.
Same.
I don't think either one of them should have her. I think they should get a kinship program and go to an aunt, an uncle, somebody that's very close to her and loving and take care of her.
I agree.
With any of them. None of them. And
I agree.
let her story come out and talk to somebody she really trusts. That's how I feel about it.
I feel the same way. And I'll say why, because I'll always say believe the girl, believe the child. Believe the child, because if you don't and you're wrong, then it's effed up. But at this point, Daddy had a whole lot of money, and some free lawyers. He said, and Daddy's done a lot wrong, and Mama, I mean, it only got brought to us later, so who knows what she'd been through for years with him. But Mama, in my opinion, if you got an ex, let's say he's completely crazy and he's put all this in this little girl's head and made her believe it, and Courtney, whatever. If it was me and I had a little girl who was saying that over and over, there ain't no man gonna be in my life, in my house, living until my children are grown. Period. I don't care how good he is. He could be a preacher. I don't care.
There was something going on in that house.
There's something wrong. There's something not connecting with
Both
Mama and Daddy there.
Yeah.
Just something ain't right.
But
Well,
don't you think if she got sent to another family member, then Kelly would get a better chance to get her back? Because even though Michael screwed up, isn't she still safer in a way?
Does Michael still have her living in a camper?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you guys something. You're talking to somebody who was a foster parent for 2 years. It was my stepsister's daughter. I had her for 2 years. I went through hell with this. And this kid was so screwed up. She was in diapers at 5. She couldn't feed herself at 5. She was so messed up. No, she was 8 when she left me. And I couldn't adopt her. I mean, I never really even met her. I loved her dearly, but I didn't adopt her because she was so messed up. My son said, Mom, we're going to have children someday. And what happens? What happens if our kids get affected by this? So I couldn't keep her. But the system is so screwed up and such a mess. Do you know they made me take this little girl, my step niece, to this house, I don't know what it was called now, to visit her twice a week. And she would bring food, holy water, she said, in this bottle. And they let her see her and do this. And twice a week. I took her to a psychiatrist once a week. I took her to a psychologist once a week.
Wow.
She was abused. She was abusing my dog from being abused. She was so messed up. It was unbelievable. It's just, but I kept taking her to this house, seeing her mom. Well, I met this lady there. She fell in love with her. And she adopted her. I never had her in and out of foster homes. I kept her until we found the right family. She's got such a beautiful life now. The lady lives probably about 5 miles from me.
So where are the boys now?
With Mom.
Whose? Oh, yeah. But no, I even got off track here. I got myself. But anyways, it was called a kinship program. So a kinship program they could get into with a family member. And she would still get to see. I can't believe she's not seeing those kids now, like once or twice a week at this house. It's not respite house. That's when you take a break. I can't remember what it is. Visitation house or something. But they can do that. They can put her with a family member that she wants to be with, that, can be trusted. But they cannot see those children. Only supervised visitation and take them to that house. So, I mean, yeah, it can be done. They can do that.
Did they make the mom get rid of the live-in boyfriend?
No.
He's still around. He's still around.
You can't make somebody get rid of their boyfriend.
You can make them not live there.
Well, you can get a restraining order for the little girl, but I mean, no, she's not going to quit seeing him because they're saying it was parent annihilation that Michael Long was trying to do to her and putting this in her head. Who cares about all that? She made a claim at 9 years old, wasn't she 9? Let's stand by the claim. Let's see where it goes. Let's make sure this didn't happen. And then if it didn't happen, she can go back to her mom. But nobody can prove it didn't happen.
I mean, how do you
care what case?
There's no way to prove that.
No. And he did not make her go get 10 essay exams. Ain't no way.
I mean, that's the story, all right? She's had
10 times.
She's went through so many exams.
Been examined 10 times by a doctor. Come on. I don't believe that at all.
I don't either.
Well, they say that he's been doing this for years.
No, I'm not going to stand with him because he seems a little whacked up to me.
He absolutely
she does too. They both seem whacked. Just get the kid away from them. Put her somewhere where she can talk and tell the truth. She's not going to say anything. If he did put this in her head, she's not going to say it when she's with him. You got to put her somewhere and have, psychologists and people talk to her and see what's really going on. If she doesn't back down and say, Daddy told me to say that, then it's real, guys. And there's somebody walking around that did that to her. It's happened to me twice. And it was by a doctor and on a church bus when I was a little girl. So I'm sorry. When it comes to Sophia, this subject makes me crazy. It triggers me. It makes me crazy. I didn't tell anybody when I was that age.
This is my thing. This could have happened to her just one time years ago. And affected her in a way, like I told y'all, I didn't know if it really happened to me or if it was a dream that I had recurring throughout my childhood. You don't know how it's going to affect your brain, but it could have been something that happened to her years ago, and this is just how in her mind. So protect the kid. Protect the kid. It's really sad to me that the mom's not married to this dude, right? She's just
right.
No. And
why
you know what
why you gotta live together? Why
you know what the statistics are of having a men around your child like that?
Crazy.
Not the real father. If
Absolutely.
you look it up, you'll see the statistics, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, what's
I tell you what, you know why I'm not with somebody? I've been single for 7 years because I have 2 granddaughters.
Yep.
And I'm not. And I'm not bringing a man in my home and remarrying somebody else and taking that chance. When they get a little older, maybe, but that's a big thing with me. I don't trust anybody. Nobody. When that
you can't these days.
No. And I'm not giving them a chance. My son has cameras all over his house. He has the ringer outside. He has what's not Siri? What's that one where you talk? And they both have cell phones. There's parents
ring cams.
Oh, he has everything. They're rich. They have everything. And he knows everything about his children. So I don't know why. I mean, there's technology nowadays that you can do anything. Pretty soon they're going to chip these babies like kids. And when they get lost and missing, they'll be chipped. And then they can find them. That's what's going to happen. That's
I agree.
What it's boiling down to. Yep. And that's freaky because I was always raised, mark of the beast, mark of the beast. You know, that chip, people, you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I
was raised as a holy roller.
Same too.
I just think it's sad because whether or not what this little girl said happening right now is happening right now, something at some point had to have happened to her. And maybe she's having her dreams about it every day. You know what I mean? Something's happened.
Well, she's a little bit too old for that.
And both
5 and 6, Red, you probably are having dreams because you were so young. But when you get a little older,
no, but I'm saying this is not the first time this man has claimed this happened to this child. He's been doing it for years, is what they say. So it could have happened to her when she was little or whatever. But it's, if you just from I haven't followed the story like I know way less than y'all do, I'm sure. But some of the stuff that I've heard about him, he's a little bit wackadoo.
He's into crystals and
he's a wackadoo. His mama, the ex-wife, is supposedly, according to CK, from what I've heard, he won't leave her alone. It's been constant, trying to. Well, what a effed up thing to do, to use your child to try to steal her away in that way. So who knows? I don't know. I don't think that those children need to be with either parent until they know exactly what happened.
Yeah, why can't they just put her somewhere where they can find out what the truth is? And then if it comes out, then they'll know.
No,
that does bother me.
LRC,
that bothers me.
LRC, what I said was, and I believe I'm almost certain that I've heard that Michael has claimed multiple times over the last few years that this has happened. This isn't the first instance that he's used this as a way to try to get the children back.
But this came from whose mouth?
Annihilation. I can't even talk. Yeah. Sucks for her. Her dad's a jerk. I mean,
it's just icky, y'all. It's a gross topic. That's why I never want to talk about it on my channel. But
I'm sorry.
I always believe the kid, y'all. Always.
Yes. Get her away from all of them and tell her truth.
And let them, damn it, Mom, get the men out of your life. It's your kids. What? Make a decision.
They both aren't interested in their kids right now. They're interested in men and women, and They're putting priorities.
Well, you know what? Then let those kids go be with somebody that's interested in them.
What about their grandparents? Do they have
not the one that was in that car that day? Don't let her in.
No, not her. She was, oh my gosh.
Are all the children his? I believe those 3 are 2 boys and the girl. I think they are his. Yes.
Yeah, they're his.
And he's got one with Courtney. That little boy's Phoenix. He's like 3 or something. Tyler.
Now let's see how that plays out. Now that they split up, let's see if he does some crazy stuff to Courtney. Because I did hear people were trying to say this was at some point there. I mean, there's been all kinds of stuff going on, but I've heard people say Courtney's doing all this. This is Courtney. So let's see what happens now. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Kelly does have. This person said, Rad Rum. Kelly has a son with Jake too. Man, they got a house full of kids.
Damn, man.
Huh. She's got what, 4 kids then? Wow.
Well, you know what? I always wanted 3 until I had my second one, and when he hit terrible 2s, I'm like, nope, I'm done. I am done. Stick a fork in me. This one broke my ass like he was a wild one. But had I stayed with their dad, I probably would have had another one. But I just didn't. That was just something in my head. I wanted my kids to I've still got my married last name because I want the same last name as my children. That's just me. But my ex-husband has a daughter with someone else.
Right.
And I mean, he's a good dad to his children. He was not a good ex-husband. And he did the alienation stuff, but never essay claims. He just anything else he could think of, he would use to try to get custody.
Oh, wow.
It was a fight. It was always a fight. And he has a phone recording with Michael stating he'll never put anything on Courtney. We'll see.
Yeah, there you go. We'll see. That's what I said. Ditto.
Y'all did see him drop out when him and Annie were talking, right? Yep. Was that in her stream or in Will's stream? He came on and she went off on him and he left.
Oh, it was in Will's. She did. She was so mad.
Well, his sister-in-law was in there too.
Yep.
But listen, how many times, everybody in the chat, you guys, how many times have you had the police called to your house for a disturbance, a domestic disturbance? They had 8.
I've had what? I've had who had 8?
It was on. We'll put that on there.
Courtney and Michael.
Kelly called the cops 8 times. It's all recorded. We'll play it. That she called crying and all this stuff. And one of them, she was locked in the bedroom with her kids, and the dispatch lady's telling her, "Calm down. You're upsetting your kids." I mean, I never had to call the cops when I was married, but since 2018, 2019, I don't know what year, I can dial 911 and hang up and they know. Oh yeah.
They'll show up at my house even if I answer and say I was trying to hang up my phone and swiped the wrong swipe. They will still come to my house. They know my address. I've had at least 20 times at my house. Yeah, but
when your kids were little, how many times?
Never.
I would be with the man that I had to call the cops on one time.
Right.
What about you?
When my kids were little, the cops didn't come to my house.
Right. These kids are little. 8 times she called me at the cops at her house. I can say 0. Maybe after they got grown and they had a couple crazy boyfriends or something. I don't even think then. I don't think the cops ever came. No, I don't like calling police anyways.
I don't like to, but sometimes if you think you're going to die and stuff, you have to. And I have.
No, I mean, I did have a crazy one. We had to call an ambulance. He almost killed me. But, I mean, I'm not the type to just call cops, you know. And
Gransy Law said she's shocked. She kept letting him come back. Until you've been there, I'm just saying. I used to think, how crazy is this woman? How crazy are these women that let men do this and they keep taking them back? You you don't understand until you've been there. And I hope that.
Oh, I agree.
I hope that no one in this chat ever understands that. But
my last husband tried to kill me twice. Twice. I ended up in a hospital.
Yeah.
And it was asphyxiation and drugging me. And that's crazy. And when they tested me, they said, you were acting funny when you came in here. I had a heart attack from the drug you gave me. And it was ecstasy. Ecstasy. He put it in my coffee.
What in the hell?
Yeah, what in the hell? Yeah.
What's that going to do? I mean, he wanted to make you.
I don't know. He was bipolar. He's crazy. I've been through a lot, I'll tell you.
How in the heck? Oh.
You learn, honey, with wisdom and age as you go on. Things happen to you. But yeah, he's not around no more because he should really be in jail. But yeah, he went nuts on me after 23 years. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, LRC, my ex was a drunk and popped me in the stomach when I was pregnant. That's terrible. I've had a drunk and I've had a drug addict, and neither were my ex-husband. This is after him, and they both were bad. Shit, I could write a book, y'all. It's crazy. But yeah, I just hope those children somehow get protected. I don't think that little girl needs to be living in a camper. I don't understand that. Were they living? Was that Courtney's house? How did he end up in a camper?
Maybe it's a nice camper. You know, campers. I had one that paid $30,000 for.
Yeah, but I'm saying, how did he end up there? Did he move out from Courtney?
I'm getting a weird. I can't hear you. Anybody else getting that?
I'm
okay,
here.
Now it's good. Now it's good. What'd you say now about a camper?
I said, how they had a house. Like, when he cheated on Courtney, did he move out of the house they were in? Because I thought he wouldn't let her in, or were they just always living in a camper and I was wrong?
They came here he lived somewhere before. Do you remember where Gramsci? They lived some other state, and they came back here, and this is when all that. He hadn't seen the kids in quite a while. And he came here in a camper. That's his parents' property. They have a ranch. He put his camper on there, and they're standing. I think they were going to build a house eventually, and that was temporary. I believe that's what I heard.
Good for you, LRC.
So what house were they in when they were on live with the attorneys?
In the chat, it looks like Purely Red Rum has more like really followed the case, I think, a lot. She says there's a home, but they also have a camper there too.
Right.
They lived with his mother. Okay, I get it.
It's his mother's home. They came here from out of state in this camper. Their camper is parked on that property, that ranch.
Okay.
His parents own that ranch. And that's how all that.
The one thing I did hear, and I am not a fan of Critical K, but I will say the one thing I did hear of hers that made sense to me. Why don't he have a job? And the only reason I listened to this, it was Truthy, the one who faked his death. He went there, and I listened to him talk to her, and she had him stumped. He's like, I don't know that he doesn't work. And she's like, he doesn't work. Why doesn't he work? He's got this GoFundMe account with all this money in it, but why don't they have jobs?
Good point.
Why didn't he have a job? But I've always been one of, people should work as adults if they can. If the police had not protected my mom and me and my little brother, I beat my mom and me, and she ran away, I would not be here today. I took him 2 times outside of our home. I'm sorry, Tony.
Yeah, he's selling Crystal and Sands rad rum. Yeah, that's what he did before. He's into these crystals and all this other stuff.
Well,
Rad Rum, have you always been under this name? Are you in? Because I don't recognize you in the streams that I listen to about this case. I've never seen that name. Has that name been in here before?
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. Did you change your name? Because I've never seen. I usually.
It might be the time, because this is super, super late for me to be on live.
No, but she's followed the case, so I wonder if she's in the streams at will.
Oh yeah. Do you follow Critical K or Will or
I've
Annie?
never seen her in here before. I don't know that name.
That's so you're asking
Where
what
do you
stream?
follow the case? That's what I want to ask her.
Yeah.
I've never seen her there. Some people have different names though too. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
I wish I would have started following it. Now I'm starting to follow the 2 little boys missing. That is horrid. I don't know why CK don't follow that case.
What case?
The 2 little boys. The
Oren.
Yes, that's a terrible case. They were foster parents.
She's in. Purely said I'm in Annie Will lives, but I also was a mod for Truthy. Oh,
I didn't see you a mod for Truthy. I don't remember you. I
followed
Truthy too.
What do you feel about Truthy now? Like, I feel bad about what he went through. I do. But,
I do too.
But damn, Truthy, that wasn't the way to handle it. Bad decision.
Yeah.
I'll pass on that.
Yeah, we're fixing to wrap it up because I'm getting a sleepy headache. And Cash,
me too.
Cash just came in here and shook his ears at me like, Mom. Truthy pissed me off. Pissed me TF off. I hear you. Will had an idea. Well, maybe he just drank too much one night and made a bad decision. But that doesn't. I mean, he had people crying. He had thousands of people crying, I think.
I never heard of Truthy until that happened.
I cried. Well, it made me cry, though. And I didn't even know who he was. But it, like...
Same.
I cried because we had just lost Bull, who was a huge, oh my God, Bull. If y'all don't know who Bull is.
That was sad.
He was
to do it right then.
Yeah, I cried too. That upset me when he died. And his wife, I like his wife. I follow Miss Magoo. So I felt so bad for Mrs. Magoo because I follow her. And she's a innocent victim and told her story.
Okay, well, she's the one that actually told the lie. She's the one that agreed to go along with it and put it out there.
Yeah, Kate. Yeah. That just really, I can't believe she did that. I don't know. They must have had their backs up against the wall pretty hard. Or I thought maybe they were in a protected witness program and they got scared and they had people caught on to them. Once he got doxxed. When he got doxxed, it's like he wanted to.
Well, they were moving anyway, though. They were moving. So just go away. Go off the internet. Don't lie and tell everybody you died. Tony, I'm sorry. You've been through a lot, too. Kate posted on Twitter. Yep. And she called Will on the phone and talked to Annie or texted Will and Annie. And then there was some weird obituary, like super quick, and it got taken down as being suspicious. All right, Gramsy, you got to go. We're about to go too. I love y'all. I'm sorry for y'all's stories. This is why I love this chat. We come tell stuff and talk. And
yeah, I didn't even look and see how many people are in here. We're just talking like we're on the phone.
There's 35. I mean, it's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning where I'm at, and I got to go night because I got to meet that little squirrel in the morning. I can't wait.
Give her kisses.
Oh, you know that. Bye, y'all. I love y'all.
Bye.
Y'all have a good night.
You too. I love you guys. Bye, Chad.
Bye, Chad.
Have a good night.
Thank you for coming up, Gramsy and SC. And thank you for your input, Purely Red Rum. I hope you come back.
Yeah, I don't remember her. And Truthy's either.
Well, I mean, maybe she's got a different name. That's fine.
Maybe. That was nice.
Yeah. Y'all have a good night. I love y'all.
All right. Love you guys. Bye. Bye, everybody.